book that we read was Same Kind of Different as Me by Ron Hall, Denver Moore, and Lynn Vinson. The theme of this book was how two people can be so different but can find so much in common with each other.
This picture represents change. This is when Denver leaves the Red River Parish and heads to Texas. This is important to the book because Denver and Ron both change dramatically in this book, which is one of the things they have in common.
About 4 times each year, I travel to Paris, squeezing in first-class jaunts to Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Florence in between. I bought and sold expensive art, met private clients, schmoozed out gallery owners and museum buyers, and managed to sneak in skiing, wine tasting, and chateau weekend. This shows that Ron is very rich and would not want to befriend a homeless man. All I knowed was my life. For nearly 30 years, I sweated in the Louisiana sun, fighting off snakes, working the earth till harvest, and picking that cotton one bowl at a time till my hands was raw. Growing my own food, chopping wood all winter long to keep from freezing to death, starting all over in the spring. That ain't no bad life if your labor is for your own land, but it wasn't. And I guess that kind of life would be bad if it was somebody else's land and you was getting paid. This shows that Denver is very poor but very hardworking and would never think of befriending a rich white man.
This quote which says, Denver smiled a bit and sidled up to a cautious question. I know it ain't none of my business, but does you own something that each one of them keys fit? I glanced at the keys. There are about 10 of them. I suppose, I replied, not really ever having thought about it. Are you sure you own them, or does they own you? This shows that Denver has never owned any keys, but has shown Ron they are alike by showing the other person a different way of thinking.
This picture shows when people find that the differences aren't so different and so they accept the other person and become their friend forever.
So, Mr. Ron, it occurred to me, if you was fishing for a friend, you just go and catch and release, then I got no desire to be your friend. But if you was looking for a real friend, then I'll be one, forever. This quote is another way of showing how Denver makes Ron think in a different way.
But I found out everybody's different, the same kind of different as me. We're all just regular folks down the road God done set in front of us. The truth about it is, whether we is rich or poor or something in between, this earth ain't no final resting place. So in a way, we is all homeless, just working our way toward home. This just shows that we are all the same in a different way. We just have to put aside our differences and find something in common. All in all, we need to put aside our judgments of other people aside, and we can all find something in common with everyone. We need to teach everyone this wonderful lesson so this world can be without hate.